nourishing your mind, heart, and spirit. That's the goal of a new book by local author Ellen Castro.
The book, Happy in Spite of People, is full of wisdom, humor, and 12 cats that will probably remind you of somebody you know.
How about 3 beagles?
We could do that too,
Okay.
I'm sure. Maybe Ellen should write a new book on it. Ellen Castro, author of Happy in Spite of People, joins us with more now. So happy to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. I feel like I'm on catnip.
You're gonna be a good book. Okay, your book centers around 12 complex human personas,
Correct.
personalities represented as cats.
Correct.
Why cats?
For me, the central character, as you can see on the screen, is Mr. P, and he was a real-life cat, and he changed my life dramatically. I got him when he was 9 years old, and we had 14 great years together, and I saw how they're self-contained, and yet they look at you with love in their eyes. It was like, yay! And I love dogs, too, so maybe my next book will be about beagles.
3 beagles.
Yeah, oh, good. I hope so. I've got just the picture for the cover.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so could you walk us through the book a little bit?
Okay, well, the book is in 2 sections, and the first section is about the 12 cats, and these 12 cats I identified are based on my consulting practices, both in the U.S. and globally, which is kind of interesting because I used to be kind of like, oh, I'm going to Germany, people are going to be so different. Oh, I'm going to South Africa. But bottom line, people are people. So these are the most 12, in my belief system, common personalities. There's Hoover, the narcissist, and there's
Why was that first?
well, first is Mr. P.
Okay.
But I think Hoover's because they're just so they just suck up the energy in the room. And what you'll find in this book is that as I say, okay, here's a Hoover, and there's a story about Hoover. Then you say there's a summary. Say, okay, if you're working with a Hoover, don't even try and buy for attention. It's not going to work.
That's for sure.
And then if you are a Hoover, why not let other people have center stage? Credit is for sharing. So it gives you both sides of the equations. And then there's Lucky the happy cat, even though he has 3 legs. So it's just a great happy book.
Real quickly, what are a couple of other real popular personalities?
Oh,
Types?
Scarlett the drama queen. Everyone has one of those that you can tell by their body language if it's a good day or a bad day. You can tell by Scarlett and how her hips are swaying, and if her fur's in luster. So that's another one. So Hoover, Scarlett, and then I think there's Harvey, the depressive cat, the person that no matter how you try to make them happy, they're like, well, today is a bad day.
And you're not going to make it good, by golly.
Right. And so you learn skills on how to learn from each of these people and how to deal with each better.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Okay, you go into a next section, coaching in the park?
Yes, coaching in the park. So the first half is I want you to meet the 12 characters. It's a happy, easy read, and so then the next is coaching in the park. And that's where I want you all of a sudden to apply what you've learned. And you have Mr. P interacting in the park with different cats. You see the clash of the egos when you see Hoover and Bruiser having their discussion where no one can win. And so it helps you then kind of solidify what are the truths, what can you do differently.
Do you find that unhappy people are more happy being unhappy?
Well, my good question. I think that they don't know a different way.
Yeah.
And I think the purpose of the book is to say you have lots of choices. You can choose to be happy because happy is a mindset. And it doesn't matter what's happening in your environment. You get to choose how you think.
We only have normal people here on GMT. We have no odd personalities whatsoever, do we?
None.
None.
We're
Well,
all
then
right
good
about
for
here.
you.
Good
Yeah.
for us. We're
Good
very
for
unique.
you.
We're one happy family.
Absolutely.
So you're a Harvard professor. You got
Harvard graduate.
You got your and you got your master's at SMU. Is that correct?
I have an MBA from SMU and a master's in education from Harvard. Correct.
And you feel that it's important to empower people, and that's why you wrote the book.
Absolutely, because, and the truth is, the way I write is that you have to empower yourself first and make better choices so then you can empower others. Because if you don't like you, you're not going to like others. So that's what I find out in my coaching experiences.
And that goes into the spirited leadership.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Well, this is terrific. I can't wait to read it, even though it doesn't have any dogs on the cover.
But I do have a couple of dogs in the book.
Oh, you do?
Really
Okay,
good cat.
very good. Happy in Spite of People, available at Ellen's website, ellencastro.com. Thanks for being here. So
Thank you
terrific.
so much.
You lightened our day.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Delight to
That's
talk
my
with you.
purpose.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's what's coming up.